This summer may be hot, but the truth is always ice cold here. Stay tuned and watch the Trap Tarot Minister here on YouTube.
Say that you're gonna be yeah. Are you gonna be in love with me? I want you and need you to be, yeah. Are you gonna be? 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 Well, still in love, so in love, still in love. Are you gonna be? Say that you're gonna be. Still in love, so in love, still in love. Are you gonna be?
Guys, I pulled quite a few cards for you guys. I'm going to show them to you upright because the angle is different. Oh, my shirt, I didn't realize how wrinkled it was. I just gonna work any type of way, but that's not what you guys care about. These are the cards that you pulled in regards to the change that is ahead that you do not see coming. Ultimately, what I can say is you guys are going to be very happy. I also feel like that you guys are going to be feeling very liberated, okay? It feels like that you're going to be taking a hold of your destiny, okay? And it feels like that it's also going to be a certain level of confidence that you're going to be having. Confirmation, because that sounded like a firework, okay? And ironically enough, tomorrow is Independence Day, for whom that's debatable, but we're not going to be we're not going to dive into that yet. Ooh. Come on now. That funky ass plane. But it's just like that though. Like for some of you guys, you are going to be taking a lot of trips in it with this recent change or whatever. I almost want to say a glow up, and that's really what it's feeling like for a lot of you guys. I feel like this change that you don't see coming, I feel like it's in regards to like notoriety. It's also in regards to like physical changes as well. I feel like you're going to be able to attract like anything and everything that you desire, because it feels like that you believe it to be so. It feels like confidence, it feels like security. It also is looking to me like the change that you don't see coming. It's relating to like I feel like you're going to be having fans, like clout. I feel like that's the change that you don't see coming. I'm also seeing with clout, I feel like it's also, like I said, validation. Like I feel like the change is just you don't see coming. It's some sort of validation that you've been desiring, and I feel like it's in multiple ways or avenues. I did ask though, because I feel like it's important, like who all is involved with this change. And of course, you know, we have Sky Daddy here, but I also want to say that this might be involved or tied into a lover or some sort. So this might be validation from someone that you probably could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Confirmation, because we got a firework. Or someone who has these placements heavy within their chart. I feel like you see this person in your dreams for some of you guys. For others of you guys, this is definitely coming from someone who I feel like is in high places on themselves, but this person may have been like fast-tracked in their life, specifically because they were designed to be of assistance for you in your divine path, is what I really want to say. I feel like this person here could be business oriented. They might be an entrepreneur. I feel like this person has multiple streams of income. I feel like this person here is also somebody that's very dreamy. I feel like this person here either has your dream job or like this, like your dream person or something like that. This is a lover that I feel like is coming into your life, because I'm hearing, let me upgrade your grade. So this is like an upgrade, okay? This is like a lover who has something to offer you besides just dick and bubblegum or just pussy and conversation. Ultimately, I feel like this is somebody here that I think that you may have perceived in the past as being on their high horse. This person might be somebody that, generally speaking, their personality, I feel like they're something about one of one might be significant. They may have that in like their Instagram bio. They may have a post on their page where it says one of one. Or this person here, like strong Gemini energy, this person, strong Piscean energy, strong Aquarius energy, maybe even strong Libra, all the air signs really, but it just feels like this person here is very quirky. Maybe even a Sagittarius for this individual, for this pal. I feel like this person here is somebody who has learned how to, like, how do I say this? Weaponize people's misconceptions against them in order to gain them profit to some degree. So whatever stereotypes that were... It's a flame finna pass, y'all. Lord Lord, all this fucking noise. Whatever stereotypes I feel like this person here has to deal with in their life, I feel like this person has learned how to use those things for their betterment. This person here exists outside the realm of restraints. I think this is somebody here who's particularly seen as like a daredevil. It's a plane landing. That's that noise right there, guys. But I'm also getting energy surrounding this person here is definitely someone, I feel like they're very blunt in how they communicate. I feel like this person here, they pay the cost to be the boss. And I feel like this is someone here who also, like, is very connected, is what I want to say. Like, this is somebody who doesn't meet a stranger to know this person, is to love this person. I also want to say this is an individual here where, again, they are very confident, but I don't feel like this is unjust. I feel like this is also somebody, like I said, that is very business-minded. Like, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. But I do feel like this person here has the hots for you. I feel like this is somebody that's very attractive. And I do feel like this is somebody that has a lot of people that want them, but for some reason they have their eyes on you. And I'm not saying it like, oh, like, what the fuck they want with your ass? Like, I'm not saying you Bombard or Bamisha. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this is somebody here where I'm hearing she makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. Like, you kind of do something for this person. And I'm hearing, been around the world, nah, yeah, I can't find my baby. So anytime y'all know I hear that song, I know this is somebody who has, I feel like, tried to get you off of their mind, tried to either replace you or try to duplicate or replicate the vibe or the energy that you give off in other situations. So this could have been somebody that, like at a job opportunity, maybe you didn't have like the paperwork to coincide with your skills, but it's like nobody else has the work ethic. They're showing me the pursuit of happiness as well. So if you guys have experienced homelessness, any adversities regarding finances, I feel like this person was aware of those things, and how you handle it and how you move and like your grace and your grit is what truly inspires this person. Because I feel like this is somebody who recognizes you for somebody that even in the midst of their trials never asks for a handout. And I feel like that's what this person admires most about you. And on top of that, this person feels like that you're smarter than a lot of people who have paperwork. So for some of you guys, this could be like it's not a lover. This could be someone that's tied into like someone that works in leadership that has your dream job, and it's like that position was owed to me. Okay, the clout that this person has, this could be a partner too that you know, like you know, like a love interest or something like that, that you know gets things easier. And maybe it's like you work a little bit harder, and you like some of you guys could be working the same field as this person. Some of you guys, it doesn't have to be a lover. It could be that this is just somebody that you guys have a lot in common with. However, it feels like that where this person has maybe like black and white paperwork to like a degree or something like that, they still can't produce the work as well as you do. It feels like this person here may be a Nepo baby, for instance. They have some sort of advantage over you, right? But I feel like they don't have the same skills as you. I feel like this is definitely someone that's I don't know what this guy on this forklift is doing next to me, child. I need to get somewhere else with that shit. The fucking logs and tires. But anyway, I feel like this is somebody here, like I said, they may have more money than you. They may have more connections than you. They may even have, like I said, a formal education, but it feels like your experience, your grit, and the fact that you're able to pull things out of thin air. And also the fact that you are at, like, this person may make excuses for themselves, or they may see people with more than you complaining about what they have. And it's not even like envy, like they admire your ability to do more with less. And I feel like this person feels like that with you next to them, they could get advance and go further. And it's not about just like what they can take from you. It just feels like that this person here, they don't like people around them that they can't learn or take something from. And not in a sense to where it's like this person is a user. It's just that this person has a lot to offer. They recognize that, and they don't want any relationships around them that are not symbiotic or pouring into them in any capacity, because this person here is used to people coming around them wanting leeches. This is like, or being a leech. Like, this is someone here, I think this person here, they might even be, now they're showing me, I don't know why with this car. If you guys ever seen like the SpongeBob movie, y'all know when he lost his fucking crown, he was just losing his shit. This person here may lack emotional maturity. They may also not necessarily, like this person here, they're business minded, and it's like this person pays the cost to be the boss. I feel like you are somebody that's able to build relationships and connections, and I feel like this is possible simply because, like, I think you're more like water, you flow. Like, I feel like you compliment this person very well, because you would be like, in this instance, for some of you guys, this person's daughter, for instance, like that. You know, like King Neptune's daughter was way more kind, and you get more with sugar than you do shit, or honey. That you get flies with shit, you get bees with honey. Is what I want. I think this person here looks at you as somebody who I think is a good investment. Is what I want to say. Let me clarify. Like, how is this person perceiving them that's involved with this change? Okay, this came out. Possibly even somebody who, it feels like that you're committed to doing it by yourself. You, again, it's like you could, like, at your state, you really should be asking for a handout. But no, like, I'd rather do this by myself because it's going to mean that much more for me if I earn it. Or it's like I don't necessarily need that position to feel validated. I reckon, like, some of you guys could be, like, older people or, like, more experienced people. But people in your field or your career path could get fast-tracked a lot. Like, how do I say this? Like, it's almost like they're showing me someone gets a promotion that they know don't deserve it. And it's like knowing that you fucking deserve that promotion. And I feel like this person could be involved in your level up or your advancement. It's like, if you think I'm talented, there's nothing that I do that Power One hasn't taught me, or that Power One can't do as good or if not better. And I think this person knows that. I feel like this person looks at you as somebody that is highly slept on, with the Hermit card being here. This person looks at you as being very intellectual, very smart. And it's almost like a one band, one sound, but this is like a one-man band. This person also looks at you as being very intuitive with the full moon right here. You could be a Cancer or a Virgo. This person looks at you as also being very business minded, and also I begin to, it's like under reps. Like, you could probably, there might be people who, like I said, they may have some opportunities, but the way you hustle, your money could low key match that there of somebody that may have a degree or X, Y, and Z, or your intellect could. Like, you can keep up with the best of them. So how do I say this? Like, this might be somebody like, yeah, your manager may get on paper paid more an hour than you, but you possibly are the person that's like the first person in, the last person out, and the way you get your hours in, they may get paid $36 an hour, but they check look like yours because they're leaving early every fucking day. Or they don't have the same, like, appreciation for their funds, so they waste it on bullshit, BBLs, cars, shit that depreciates in values the second, like, you walk off the lot, or second you walk away, or like, it's trendy. So this person here is somebody that looks at you as like being very mature for your age, and also very stylish. And I don't know why I'm hearing Prince with this card. Like, instantly I heard, she wears a raspberry beret. Yeah, the kind you only find at a secondhand store is what they're saying. So look at it. I've said that because look at her dress. It's kind of giving like Y2K, like thrifty vibes, but I feel like it's nice looking. Like somebody who's just ahead of their time and not in competition with anybody other than themselves. That's how this person perceives you, is what I want to say. So I said, like, when might you start to notice this shift? It feels like that this is coming in your life when you least expect it, when you kind of accept the fact that it may not come, or it's like when you decide, like, I don't want it anymore, or it's probably never going to come, or this like this validation is like, you may make peace, and it's low-key somber. It's like giving, like, I'm just going to do this for me, but even if nobody else notices, then, you know, it still makes me feel good, you know. It's after you kind of almost gave up or quit. If this is a romantic interest, this is definitely after, you know, like, I know that I gave love in this situation, and even if it wasn't reciprocated, I know that I was 100% authentic. So whatever happened moving forward, I know that I gave my all. I give my all. Yeah, somebody could be an Aries. It's like an energy, like, I know that I was true and authentic with the situation. So whatever took place is less an reflection of who I am as a person, and more reflection of, like, either divine timing or divine intervention, and or this person's inability to see my worth, but that doesn't depreciate my value. I feel like it's a situation where it might be when you start to feel undervalued or something like that, you know. It's like, well, but it feels like it's like an acceptance. I feel like it's like, well, things have been this way. You know, I'm used to people not giving me my credit, or I'm used to people kind of like taking opportunities over me. I'm used to being a person that is like the mastermind behind the scenes that puts everybody else on, and then somehow, some way, either people try to make me their enemy, or like they distance themselves, or I don't give my credit. Like, I feel like you're at that point where it's like, you know what, I've been working at this job too long, and they didn't already fuck me over enough. Like, it's something like that. Or I've been kind of waiting for this person. It feels like, I'm hearing you got me waiting, but I can't keep waiting on you. Yeah, it feels like that. It's like a fed up energy, and it's like, well, I'm gonna make the best of what it is, but I don't need that anymore. Like, it hurts. Because, like, all these cards, I'm gonna show you guys the way it came out. Like, came out Nine of Swords first, the Ten of Wands, and then we move on to the Knight of Swords. So I feel like with this, I think that we have to honor first that something bothered us. Okay, that's when we're going to notice that this change occurs. Is when we start to honor, like, hey, this doesn't really feel good. You know, I'm putting in a lot of effort and work, and I'm not seeing like the fruits of my labor. So it feels like that you start to either change while you're doing things. Okay, if I'm going to love this person, I'm not going to love with expectation if they do things a certain type of way. Or if I'm going, or it's like energy sword. If I'm going to go up to work and put in my best foot forward, it's not because I want this outcome or whatever, because that may not come. It's like when you release it, it's like that's when it comes towards you. That's when you start to see the change. It's like, well, I may not get my desired outcome, but I'm doing my best because that's just who I am, and my work is a reflection of who I am as a person. Anything else outside of that is out of my control. When you start to operate from that space is when I feel like you'll start to notice change in your reality regarding this situation. I also feel like for some of you guys, this could be at a time in which you are, it feels like that there's certain things that you want for yourself, and it's like a discontentment, like I won't stop hustling until I get it type of vibe. Okay, with the 10 of Wands being present, it also feels like that you might have even like hastily moved like from locations, or hastily quit a job, or like maybe you step down from a position because it's like that's not worth it. It's not worth the hassle of the mental turmoil that comes with it. Or it could be when you, like I said, a hasty move from like a house, a living situation, or an environment or relationship. Some of you guys, it could be like after a breakup, or after like a whatever it is, it's like a hasty separation or disconnect from something. Could be a hiatus, and it could be after you say, okay, now I'm going to come back with this because I have a new energy, a new vibe, a new flair. It's almost like reminded me of when I first took all my videos off my YouTube, and I was like, man, y'all don't appreciate me. Y'all can't like a video. Like, why y'all being stingy with fucking like? And I felt like that shit, and I was putting too much power into the viewers. You know, not to say that y'all are worthless, nothing like that, but I was associating like you guys deliberately, like that's how I look at it, like they're deliberately withholding likes and comments when that's all I'm asking them for free content. I know my content is valuable, but when they don't do this, it makes me feel like that I'm just embarrassing myself and making a fool of myself. But once I decentered that, and I realized the reason I started doing this wasn't because I wanted clout or attention. The reason I started doing tarot is because I wanted to be a benefit to the public, because I want to do God's, like I want to help with God and aid his message and spread, you know, prophetic messages, you know, and make it easily accessible for people. That's why I originally started my channel. So when I decentered like validation from people, and I started to say originally why I did this was because of self. It was all about self and being assistance and helping people, not necessarily for the glory of like personal gain, but more so the validation, knowing I can be of assistance and I can be helpful towards someone. And then I was able to come back and I can post, and if y'all like it, cool. If y'all don't, y'all don't. But I know that the work I produce makes me happy, and that's all I can focus on. And when I did that, it feels like that regardless of how a video does or produces, I feel good about myself at the end of the day. Sometimes I still get a little slighted because it's like, damn, like, you know, and sometimes it can be difficult. Like at the time which you find this, you might even be like, at the time which you notice the change, you might be like, well, I'm trying to focus on my own play, but I can't help but notice that people, or this situation is different when it's other people involved. Like I recognize the difference that people make when it comes to me, right? But it's also like noticing, like heavy as they had their words to crown. Like I know that God don't give me too much to bear. Like everything that I have, it's my cross to bear, and I can carry it. So that's kind of the mode, or like the energy you're gonna be in when this shift occurs. Okay, and I asked, like, when this change occurs, like what changes in your routine are you gonna see? Some of you guys, like, I'm not even gonna hold you. A new baby is gonna be born into the family, and it feels like that. Or it's like a new beginning of some sort. For a lot of you guys, if this is romantic, some of you guys could be, for a select few of you guys, if this is a romantic situation, some of you guys are going to be getting pregnant by someone. Or some of you guys, it could be like someone telling you, hey, it's like they're coming to your life and they're validating some sort of emotion in you. They're coming to you and telling you exactly how they feel. Because I'm going to get into how it's going to manifest in a second. But generally speaking, how your routine is going to change as a result of this change that you don't see coming. Some of you guys are definitely going to become parents. Some of you guys are going to be grandparents, okay? But it feels like a baby's going to be born. It's also making memories. It feels like for a lot of you guys, like with Justice and the Two of Pentacles being paired with the Six of Cups. The changes in your routine, it feels like you're going to be spending a lot more time with family. Okay, a lot more time with family. It also feels like that you're going to be creating new memories, and it feels like you're going to have a lot of things to juggle regarding, like, I heard logistics, so regarding, like, okay, job, career, school, family, love, all these things. Like, it feels like it's going to change your routine because it's more about, it's not just a mundane. I feel like you've been operating from this space. Okay, I'm focused on just spirituality and growth, shadow work, and career. Spirituality, growth, shadow work, and career. And now we have, like, balancing family. For those of you who already have children, this could be the change in your career. Could be with this promotion. It could be balancing. Hey, I used to take my kids to school every morning. Hey, I used to have this off. Now my schedule is different. For some of you guys, this is in regards to a platonic connection, and it involves like a level up or a promotion of some sort. This is definitely going to be like an energy surrounding my schedule is changing because I have new obligations or priorities with this shift. Okay, I do want to see how this is going to manifest. I pulled a couple cards to see like how this change will manifest for you guys, and I want to show you guys that in just a second. Okay. So the first two cards I remember that came out were the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Two cards that indicate conflict, okay? We also have the Hierophant, okay? So for some of you guys, like, how is this going to manifest? It's going to come across very chaotic in the beginning. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's going to be very frustrating and disruptive initially. It may even start originally as a conflict of some sort. It might even come at the expense of someone. So maybe if this is a job opportunity, someone may get fired. I heard somebody's getting fired, but it creates space for you to be recognized in a certain field or something like that. For others of you guys, if it's not about someone getting fired, it could be an energy surrounding some of you guys. Someone could leave someone for you, like completely just drop somebody, like, you know, like a bad habit, and come towards you. If this is a romantic interest, this could be someone, like how this is going to if it's already is romantic first and then already is platonic. If it is romantic, how I'm seeing this is initially there might be a disconnect, okay, that you initiate because you feel undervalued by something. Then you spend more time on yourself and you level up so much to where when this person, like, I don't know, it's like you low-key boss up past this person that you will kind of prioritize, not necessarily prioritize over yourself, but put it on a pedestal, okay? Not to say this person has to be your enemy or that you hate this person, because I feel like the love will still be there, but you validate yourself first by proving to yourself that you can have everything they had and then some and more, okay? Like, I don't know if this is like somebody that you count yourself out in romance because they had more materially than you, or because they see, I heard Anita Back-a-Bomb, you gotta put me on. Somebody seemed like they had it all going for themselves, and maybe you feel inadequate. I'm reminded of the storyline of Great Gatsby. Something like that could be significant. But it feels like how this unfolds is that you feel alone and you feel like that no one's coming to save me. Or I don't want anyone wants to come and save me. So you save yourself. Then after that, after this conflict and this like epiphany, right? After we disconnect and we separate ourselves and we calm the noise and we get rid of like the, I don't know, like the outside voices, even if it's just the projections that we put onto other people, our insecurities. Because sometimes the things that we hear from other people are really just our insecurities that we're putting out into the universe, and they're just mirrored back to us. But once we realize our power, once we realize that things really are just energy based, you really can attract everything that you desire. But the Temperance card being present, how this is going to manifest is that everything is going to all work out, and the scales are going to be balanced. This could also indicate to me with this Temperance card being present that I feel like how this change is going to manifest, it feels like that it's going to get to the point to where if this is romantic, I'm looking at this as this person here is going, like, you're going to be so emotionally mature and so validating every other aspect of your life. Any area in which this person made you feel inadequate, those things are going to be rectified. And if you feel like this is going to be something they may come and validate some things that you probably were insecure about in the past that created issues in your relationship. But by then, you would have changed certain things so that you could be confident within yourself. So maybe this person here didn't necessarily care that you made less than them, but that was a problem for you. Now, as you get that situation, that insecurity rectified, like that's not something that comes as a barrier in your relationship anymore. It could even be a closure conversation, but I feel like it's after you kind of already forgiven this person in your mind, and it's just extra, is what I want to say. By the time this comes back around, if this romantic, it will be just extra. Like, and I know you heard this before in like a reading. Like, I know you have. It's another plane coming. So for a lot of you guys, similarly to like how a plane like comes into like it lands and it gradually takes off. It's like an energy surrounded first. There may be a delay, just like there are typically with flights and things of that nature. There's going to be some sort of delay first, initially in this situation, before you guys can take off, okay? We are met, but closing this situation out when it comes to how this will manifest, we're met with the Star card and the King of Wands. Okay, I'll let you guys get a good look at it. Okay. So with the King of Wands and the Star, I also want to acknowledge that yes, the King of Wands is a bad ninja, right? He's a, you know, he got his shit together. He's a boss or whatever. But what is the King of Wands to the Hierophant, right? I do want to say that you're like, for a lot of you guys, you might low-key surpass this person career-wise. Okay, and I also want to say like this is romantic, like maturity wise as well. This could also be an energy surrounded. Someone put you on, and I don't feel like this person minds. It feels like that it's going to be like credit given. I think that this person here is going to be very happy to learn from something like someone like you. Okay, very happy to be of assistance. I'm very happy to see you being exalted. If anybody was going to be in this position, they feel like you deserve it. It feels like someone may cheer you on. It may even be that when this person comes back around in your life, some of you guys, you may not even want this person in your life, but it will be validating to hear like, hey, I'm proud of you and I always thought that you could do this and I've been rooting for you. It might be validating to hear that type of conversation, you know. It may be validating to know that like it's like reminding me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's like reminding me of Nicki Minaj and like her husband. Her current lover at the time, what you're finding is like they met when they were, you know, younger or whatever, and she had a couple partners, experience, fame and things of nature, and then down the line they eventually like got married or whatever. But she got to some shit. She got her money on her, and I'm pretty sure back then he was a dope boy and whatever. Her being an immigrant or whatever, he probably was the bee's knees back then. You understand what I'm saying? But that nigga played it back now, and I don't think that he's frustrated about it either. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think that you would have been comfortable. I feel like your higher self would not have been comfortable being independent or relying on people. If this is romantic, for those of you who are platonic, give me a second. If this is romantic, I feel like you're the type of person, you're not interested in somebody taking care of you because that gives them too much power to dictate how you're supposed to live your life, what you're supposed to do, who you're supposed to do it with, and when, where, why, and how. Right? I feel like that's how you think and that's how you maneuver. Like, I have to have my own standing. I have to have my own shit. And you're going to get that. And with that, you're also going to be able to experience love. But it's like having the best of both worlds. But it's like your personalized heaven on earth. You aren't seeking that from man. Right? You aren't seeking it from man. You're seeking it from the Most High, validation. So when it's all said and done, you can say, okay, I understand. I'm hearing job well done. You understand what I'm saying? I'm also seeing this is romantic. I think this is going to be something to where how this is going to unfold. Somebody that may have slept on you is going to turn out to be your biggest fan. They're also reminding me of like, damn, these planes. My goodness. It's reminding me of Rihanna and A$AP Rocky, you know? That's kind of what it's giving. Like, she's a whole billionaire. Yes, she has her partner. And yes, they have a relationship and everything. But this is somebody, he doesn't mind. Like, when the people want to just take pictures with only Rihanna, he's not like, man, what the fuck, man? What about me? I'm a celebrity too. Like, this person's successful in their own right. And they got their shit together when they got their shit together. And they got their money on. But I feel like whatever you have is going to surpass it. Whatever had before. That's the best way I can put it. Like, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky, they have kids and shit now. They're happy and things of that nature, but she had some shit she wanted for herself first. You understand what I'm saying? And she got those things and obtained it. For those of you where this is platonic and this is regarding like a job opportunity, I'm going to be honest. Somebody may get fired before you get like moved up or propelled into this position of leadership. How this will manifest is, my screen here popped up some weird shit, but it feels like in the absence of someone else. So let's just say, like I said, someone gets fired, for instance, or let's just say that like someone is absent, or like there's a conflict at work or something like that. Someone gets sick. It feels like you have to step up because there's nobody else in that position, and then it looks like, oh, well, so-and-so already is operating as a director. You understand what I'm saying? So-and-so is already moving like this. If anybody knows...
6 hours later.
my camera, guys. So if this is platonic, how this might manifest for you guys, it feels like that, like I said, someone loses opportunity, and how you perform under pressure, or how you deal with something. It could be that you're not chosen for something. Even when you flip the script rub it down, it feels like that how this is going to manifest, you aren't originally chosen for a position, right? Whatever somebody tries to go with besides you, it's not going to work for them, okay? Whether it's romantic or platonic or whatever, how this is going to manifest this change, it's like it's not gelling over there. And all it does is illuminate with you how unproblematic you are and how you know all answers. If somebody hires somebody from a position and the person they hire in a position over you is always asking you for help, that says a lot. Hold on, guys.
Much later.
Having difficulties, right? But either way, flip your script and rub it down, right? Regardless of whether this is romantic, platonic, family, friends, co-workers, boss, this change is starting and it's going to manifest because you are not chosen for something. And whoever or whatever somebody chooses over you doesn't compare to the work that you produce. And it feels like the person, how you handle this rejection, oh my gosh, oh Lord, how you handle this rejection as well is ultimately what makes you stand out from other people or the situation. Like, that's ultimately what makes like this is more gratifying, because it's like you also, one, you don't need it, okay, and it's like for two, I feel like when it comes back around to you, people are gonna have to kind of kiss your ass a little bit, is what I want to say. I also want to say like that how this is going to manifest, I think that whatever was chosen for you, it might even need to take notes from you. Or it's like, like I said, it feels like comparison. All it does is make people, all it does is illuminate to like the whatever, like whoever it was that was doing the choosing. Like, just say you was talking to like your GM and you wanted a promotion, they choose somebody else over you. All it does is illuminate to them like areas in which they feel inadequate or areas in which they have problems. Because why didn't you choose part one when they clearly showed signs of being competent for the position or the role? Like, why didn't you? Okay, all it is going to like, and also it's going to illuminate to everybody else that you're more fit for the position or the job. And I also feel like it's going to make the other person feel, I don't even think that this person that was chosen over you wanted this place or wanted this position as bad as you did. Like, they didn't value this person as much as you. They didn't value this opportunity, this job, nor did they need it. So it feels like that, you know, how is it going to manifest really more so? And honestly, you didn't really need it either. And I feel like it's going to be illuminated. Like, something like this, I wanted you so bad, but honestly, it turned out to be the best thing I never had type vibes, right? At least for the time being. And I feel like, again, it's going to come back around. As the King of Wands and the Temperance, like, hi, I want to offer you something, but then you have to, then you can set your terms, right? Then you can say, hey, you know, you didn't choose me for that record deal initially. Now that I'm popping, I need a retainer of $12 million. You understand what I'm saying? Now that I'm popping, I need reassurance. I need a prenup. Something like that is significant, you know, when it comes back around. That's how it's going to manifest for you. But it's like, it's almost like it's the classic storyline of the, like, how do I say this? And I know I've been saying it for a lot of my readings. It's like when Angie Stone said, and she's been strong in like a lot of my readings lately. She was like this, one of these days is going to happen to you, missing love, that I'm missing you. One of these days when your dreams come true, that's the one that's going to do it to you. So something like that can be significant. It could be something or someone, like I said, that was chosen over you, right? And it doesn't compare. It pales in comparison. Honestly, it pales in comparison. So I asked, like, how, you know, will this change manifest? Yeah. No, I asked why. Okay. Why this change will manifest? Okay, so got the Two of Cups. You deserve something. Something is part of your path, okay? And I also feel like if this is love, I do feel like this is karma. Even if you would have taken this person back at a certain point, they didn't deserve you at that point, right? It also, you have to get, like, something, skills have to be balanced. Things have to be learned on both ends. I want to clarify this too, because this is platonic regarding like a job opportunity, something like that. I think that, like, it's part of your soul contract. Something about this is, like, very karmic. This whole situation or scenario is deeper than rap, is what I want to say. So let's see. Let's see. Your pal has been so chaotic. Like, I tried to record your reading like 4 different times, and there was so many disruptions throughout this entire, like, spread or whatever. So that lets me know that for a lot of you guys, this is something that you tried to get at. Like, you wanted to put this in your hands for so long, but this is about destiny and fate. This is about, like, something that only God has to control of. Only God can do it. Only God can do it. So something like that is significant. It's like, when you try to get this off the ground on your own merit, it just wasn't going to happen. It couldn't happen. Divine intervention had to be at play. Like, it was very strategic or it's meant to be very strategic and karmic how everything is meant to unfold. Okay, let me open up my window now so I can see who's coming or not, because I am on the clock. So let's see. Clarify this 2 of Cups. Clarify this 2 of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Yep, you earned it. And I also feel like that someone here, I feel like they have to do some work on themselves as well. Somebody have to be shaping up, or they have to, like, learn, like, yes, you can have a garden, but it takes work to maintain a garden. Somebody here have to put in some work, or they owe you that. They owe you that. And you probably would have took a low ball offer before, and you were deserving of more, especially for what it's worth. You understand what I'm saying? So if this is a job opportunity, back then you probably would have been doing more for less if they would have gave you that management position. You would have been working as hard as, like, directors and shit for management pay. Fuck no. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like something you aren't seeing in yourself that needs to be clear, and something that other people. And I feel like when you get on one accord with yourself, when you stop playing with your top, is when the world gets on one accord with you. I also feel like with this person or this situation, whether it's romantic or platonic, I think this person has to grow up a little bit, right? And I feel like this person here had to learn what it's like to invest in situations for them to fail and fall through. Because when you have a garden, that takes work and tenure. And, you know, I know from watching my stepmama, like, it's easy to look at somebody's garden and say, oh, I want that for myself. Oh, I want that. But that requires work. And can you really put into what something? And I feel like for some of you guys, this person had the experience. Like, however they treated you, they got their karma or something else. So if they gave somebody else your spot or your position, that shit bit them in the ass, honestly. So yeah, anything else, any closing remarks? Let's see. Let me see. I'm gonna get this from the Loving Words from Jesus deck. Now, we know Christ did not look like this. I don't know who this white man is. Actually, I do. He's somebody's gay lover, but you know, they love putting white Jesus on stuff. That's the biggest lie ever told. But we're not gonna spend too much time on that. It's the thought that counts, right? So let's see. Christ, what message do you want to leave my Power One viewers? What message do you want to leave my Power One viewers with? Okay. According to your faith, be it unto you. I feel like it's something also like God had to I feel like God need to take his time with you, and God need to show up for you in different ways so that you wouldn't think that this blessing came from man. Like, again, it's something about fate. And I also feel like with Matthew that talks about resurrection as well. So it was a lot about karmic skills having to be balanced out. It says, seek the king. Yes. Seek you first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. Yes, you want to be famous and all these things, but it's enough famous people who just famous for the hell of it, right? If you're going to be doing something that then stamp the God's name on it, it really needs to reflect that. Okay, it really needs to have that. If you're going to have a relationship and you want it to be protected by God, you first and foremost have to have a relationship with the person that you're asking to protect the unit. So something like that is significant for you guys. Like, all this is happening so that when you get the blessing, you can maintain the blessing. And perhaps that's something that you pray for. You know, God bless me with this, the provision to manifest the things that I desire, and put a blanket of protection over my endeavors and my relationships. And we can see that manifested here with these scriptures that are provided. Again, if you guys would like me to repeat them, that's Matthew chapter 6 verse 33 and Matthew chapter 9 verse 29. Something about the book of Matthew could be significant. Somebody's name could be Matthew. This could involve someone who has a biblical name. Or like I said, everything about your pal has been almost like synchronicities. Like it's all just, it's stair levels, it's cause and effect, right? And it's almost like it's a classic tale of the underdog is what I wanted to say. I love this, you know. I love this. Okay, so this will be a reading. I love you guys to the moon and back and around the whole social. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, guys. So you may have been drawn to power number 1 as well, but this is like giving like, I decided, how about not? You know, like power 1 is more so giving they take somebody back. And the universe makes them get their look back indirectly. For you guys, it's like anybody that played on my top or that hurt me in the past, like, you're done. You're done. You're done. Okay. I did ask, like, what change don't you see coming? And I'm going to show you guys the cards. I'm not going to be, like, weird about it, you know. These are the cards that you guys pulled. Now, I do not, like, you don't have to read cards to know what this is, right? You don't have to know. You don't even have to see what cards these are. You understand what I'm saying? You see what the fucking vibes. You know the fucking vibes, right? Bitch love. You understand what I'm saying? True love at that. True love, true friendship, a partner, a lover, and a friend. Okay, someone who isn't in competition with you, someone who isn't in, like, competing with you for your femininity or your masculinity. Okay, someone who allows you to operate in whatever divine space you choose to. Someone who supports you and loves you unconditionally. Someone you can grow old with. That's what changes are coming that you don't see. Right? We started out as close friends. Somehow you turned into my girlfriend. That's what it's giving. True love. Could be a first kiss with somebody. Oh, yeah. You know the vibes. I have to look because, like, for some reason my manager just keeps popping the fuck up. Like, she does it a lot when I work. Like, on any day. I think she just be bored. But yeah, I have to be looking and making sure, because she'll be standing out there like wanting to have a conversation just to shoot the shit. But anywho, but something like that could be significant. Like this person could be right under your nose and you probably don't even know that this person is like meant to be your person. I did ask like who all is involved with this change that's coming towards you. This is why I said you could have been drawn to power number 1, because this came out and power 1 kind of talked about somebody that slept on them and chose somebody else over them and then came back. Yeah, for you guys, this is involving, like, mostly you. You know what I'm saying? Yes, your spirit guides and ancestors is, like, low-key, they're giving you the strength to walk away from something. And they would not let something work between you and somebody because that person didn't deserve you. It's like your spirit guides is like, oh, hell no. Like, it's like, no, we're not good. No. You can let all the colors you want, but you can manifest all you want. No. Okay, so this feels like something that also God was involved in, obviously, right? In a sense to where something was an absolute no, like something that you were hell-bent on trying to manifest in your reality. I feel like you were involved in this because you wanted something for yourself. Like maybe you were trying to manifest a specific person or a new beginning with a specific individual, and it feels like it just kept coming out like no matter what I put into the situation, it's just not working. It's just not working. And it's like, I'm constantly getting hurt by the situation. Constantly feeling insecure and inadequate because of it. It's like, I know that you care in my head, but habitually you show up one way. And it's like, this could be involved like something or someone that you were overthinking about. You know, all I want is you. That's Paramore vibes. Like, being emo, being snippy with your friends. Like, it's just somebody that probably had you, like, cutting other people off or not seeing other love interests and love offers, or maybe even like, I'm not going to go out to this particular place, I'm not going to go out anywhere because I can't go with this person, or I'm not going to date because they're not this person. Like this is something that where I feel like it mainly involved you regarding this change being stagnant, to be honest with you guys, because I feel like you were hell-bent on it being one particular person. And when you finally get out that energy and you start to open yourself up to new shit, boy does it get good. Boy does it get fucking good, okay? Because I did ask, like, oh Lord, lordy. Okay, so I asked like, what changes don't you see coming? And I asked like, who's involved in this change? Then I asked, when might you start to notice like this shift like occurring in the first place? Like, when might you start to notice the beginning phase of things like changing and moving into a different direction? Child the Hermit. You were forced into isolation so you could think and reflect on why you are habitually in a certain type of situation. Okay, at some point, you're a willing participant, you know, like in certain situations, not for nothing, right? And it's like acknowledging that this is my life and I gotta get a fucking grip. With this hermit here, it's like you have to, like, what starts this is like a certain sense of self-fucking awareness. It's like, at some point, I can't be mad at how people treat me because I'm allowing them to. Like, why did I stay so long? Okay, with judgment, oh yeah, it's finally getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. You understand what I'm saying? I'm hearing You Got Me Waiting by Fantasia. So it's like getting tired of being like, and it feels like for some of you guys, you feel like you're no one's first choice. Or you feel like that people that come into your life, it's like they're temporary. And it's like you get tired of that shit. Like, I'm so tired of it. And you might even feel like I don't even want to open up again ever. Because because this shit is just like, no. And it feels like you get defeated. Okay, some of you guys could be an Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, or, you know. But it feels like that something doesn't work. Maybe somebody ghosts you or they just drop out talking to you. And this is somebody that if I don't reach out to this person, we don't speak. And it made you feel, or it makes you feel inadequate to a certain degree. Right? And it feels like that really, truthfully, you were released. Like something, it feels like you're looking at it, confirmation. Or you may have looked at it in the past, like, but this is like an energy of like, maybe this is something that you look like you lost, but really you escaped the situation, this person. They weren't worth worthy of even keeping. Like, fuck that person. Because what you don't see coming, child, what is this? Marriage? I'll be damned if I sit there and I'll be holding on to somebody that wasn't even trying to be my boyfriend or my girlfriend. Or somebody that maybe was my boyfriend and my girlfriend and my husband or my wife is around the corner. What? That's literally what it's giving. And this person here, you could be weird and quirky and they're not going to look at you like you're doing too much. They're not going to make it seem like you're too clingy. And they're not going to make it seem like it's a chore to hang out and to talk to you. Right? They're going to love everything about you. Even when your hair is all over the place, they're still going to love you. Whether you have short hair or long hair, this person isn't going to treat you like you're unattractive because you aren't moving the way they want you to move, or because you don't look a certain type of way, or because you don't fit a certain type of mood, because you're not light enough, because you're not dark enough, because you're not tall enough, because you're not thin enough, or whatever, right? Because you're not thick enough. Whatever the stigma was that had you feeling inadequate in your last situation, this person is going to love everything about you. Authentically you. For some reason, this is reminding me of, what's his name? Fuck, I can't think of his face is in my mind, and he's like a comedian, him and his wife, like, I think his name is Kevin, or something like that, but, what's his fucking name? What's my name? Say it loud. But this is somebody, like, low-key, when this person comes to your life, you're gonna be being mean. Oh, you might, like, you're gonna be low-key embarrassed with how you treated this person. You're gonna be like, that person did not deserve that, but this is definitely meeting your divine counterpart, for sure. And some of you guys, like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, there was somebody that you probably thought was your twin flame or whatever, and it's like, when you get past this person, you're gonna be looking at the situation like, what the fuck? It's like, somebody may also peak, you know? Like, this person that you were kind of, like, focused on or, like, stuck on, that person's still gonna be where you found them 30 years from now. Still the same shit. Sounding the same. You know, they might even be dating people, like, in the future, like, that'll, like, your age now. And they're going to be way older. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're going to be stuck at that age mentally. You understand what I'm saying? So, there's that. What change are you going to see in your routine? But you're going to start wedding planning. Like, that's the change that you don't see. Like, you're going to start planning, like, do our names sound good? Like, what name are we taking? Are we going to make our own name? Because I don't know if you guys know that, but you can. Like, when you get married, you can create your own name and have, like, a whole new lineage with a whole new name or whatever. Or it's like, are we going to just go with my husband's name? Am I going to hyphen my name? Like, these are the problems that you're going to be having. This is the shit you're going to be overthinking about. Are our kids going to have both of our last names because I want to honor and we got land in my family? Or are we just going to give, like, just the dad's last name? Like, that's the problems you're going to be having. You know what I'm saying? Or the mom's last name. Like, this is the kind of conversation you're going to be having. Is it pink and white, or is it blue and white for the wedding? Like, this is the type of issues that we're having. And this is good news. You know what I'm saying? The Knight of Cups indicates to me, like, this is going to be somebody that's very romantic. And it's like, I can't believe I was begging somebody to show up for me. I can't believe. And it's like, this person here, it's like they do shit without having to be asked. Honestly. And I feel like the change in routine, it feels like that some of you guys, it's like this person here, they instantly know that your wife, your husband material. They instantly know, like, the least I can do is make you my girlfriend or my boyfriend. Like, what? What? Are you serious? Like, that's the change in your routine. You guys are going to be in a relationship. That's what that is. This is all about love. You're going to be in a full-blown relationship where you're going to be spending the night, possibly living with somebody, getting married. It's like giving the whole fucking shabam. Like, changes to your routine. Like, the entire routine is going to change in entirety. You understand what I'm saying? Some of you guys are moving in with someone, okay? I'm hearing, I'm coming home, tell the world that I'm coming home. Some of you guys, your lovers in jail, what you don't see coming, this person may come home. That's for some of you guys. I did ask, though, like, you know, why is this change occurring? And why this change occurring is illustrated by the Hanged One as well as the Five of Cups in reverse. We just get tired of, like, feeling sorry for ourselves. You know, we get tired of depriving ourselves and then looking up and that person then moved on. They are like 3 pussies down the road at this point. Like, and we're sobbing in our pillow, worried about somebody that's not worried about us. And it's like, that's ultimately why this change occurs, is because it's meant to get you out of this slump, because you're not meant to experience your life that God created you for in turmoil. Like, please, you know, you're meant to experience happiness and bliss. Okay, you didn't lose that person, you escaped that person. Okay, so how is this change going to manifest, right? Because of course you want to know, bitch, please, like, sound good, you know, how? Right? What you don't see coming is that you really can't trust your intuition, because what you're doing is you're beating yourself up for walking away when you should be honoring the fact that you knew your higher self was strong enough to recognize this is not healthy. This is toxic and I need to walk away from this situation no matter how much I love it. And you may be beating yourself up for it now because you have nothing to compare it to. But the Wheel of Fortune is what you don't see coming. And oh child, when I tell you, you're going to be eating that motherfucker up from a distance. This person is going to be acting like they're not phased. This person that chose you, chose someone else over you, is going to be acting like they're not phased. And they're going to be trying to make you jealous. But though their new person is going to be trying to compete with you. And you're not even going to see that shit. Oh my God. And you may have to cuss this person out because they may try to come back around and disrespect your relationship. Like, nigga, you ain't all that. Like, please. Like, I thought I liked you then, but please, like, I'm hearing you bugging me, you bugging who? Don't you see it ain't cool? What? Now I'm turning to a bugaboo? That's what it's giving, okay? How this change is going to manifest for you guys? Okay, you're going to be very defensive towards new situations, honestly. It's like, I spoke to myself and I have to heal. And I'm going to be honest with you, you are going to sleep on this person. For a lot of you guys, it's going to come into your life, you know, and I feel like instantly this person, you and this person are going to click. It's after a period of you've been put up, like, I don't want to talk to anybody, you know, and then you meet the one. And it's like undeniable. Chemistry, you just hit it right off. Some of you guys are going to get pregnant fairly soon in this connection as well. It's like this situation is going to flow and it's going to move very quickly. And some people are going to have opinions about how fast it's moving, but when you know, you just know. That's just what it is. And I also see like a courthouse wedding. I feel like some of you guys, you might even say, let's skip all the extra shit. Let's just go get married by ourselves. And we'll catch everybody else up later, you know, about everything else that took place. So this is just really beautiful. And honestly, your power is really, really short because it's just as simple as that. You drop, not to be corny or nothing like that, but you drop a hero, you drop a zero and get with a hero, is what I want to say, honestly. And for some of you guys, this person was a fixer-upper that you was trying to hold on to. And that's just your mom and your daddy issues coming out to play. Hello, clock that T. But we move past that and we heal and we forgive our parents and then we forgive ourselves. And then we forgive those who hurt us, you know, whether they meant to or not. And then it allows and creates space for us to accept new things in our reality. That's all that's about. And again, like I told the other pal, we know Christ don't look like this, but let's just move on. I'm not gonna say I'm hating on the fit, but let's move on. Because it's the thought that counts, right? Spirit living God, Christ asks you to assist me in Charlie's messages. Give me a scripture for my collective that just select pile to. Give me a scripture for them. Yes, let your light be seen, shine before men, that see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Matthew chapter 5 verse 16. Don't be bitter. Don't be bitter. Don't be bitter. Because again, God didn't hurt you or scorn you by taking something away. He aided you. So with that being said, this will be a reading. I love you guys to the moon and back. And of course, around the whole social. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. I'll be asking quite a few questions today, just to make sure that we this is fully encompassing regarding a topic. Power 1 and 2 are kind of connected to a certain degree. So hopefully we pick up on some different energy for your pal. Spirit living God, let the messages be clear, authentic, and for my viewers to find path for those who set this pal. I also ask, as always, that it be more of you, God of Abraham, and less of me. Thank you. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Let's dive straight into it. So, What changes for pile 3 don't they see coming? What changes? Oh. Why? It's been about love like the entire reading. But you know what? This is deeper than just like love, like romantic love. This is love coming in all areas. It's like an outpouring of love and support. That's what you're not seeing coming. Okay, it also feels like a miracle. Okay, something that validates you, to let you know that God loves you as well. Okay, tell me something more about this. What changes do they not see coming from my future select pile 3? Okay, temperance, balance, peace. Okay, peace. Okay, protection. Miracles coming out of thin air right when you need them. Okay. Yeah, opportunities, money coming out of nowhere. Okay, stability. If this is something that you seek. For some of you guys who've had fertility issues, I see that being resolved as well. This could also be a miracle if you've been concerned about a child, whether it's conceiving a child or someone else's child or your child. It could be a reunion with a kid that you care a lot about. This could also be for others of you guys, you creating a family of your own. I could also see a change that you don't see coming. There might be someone that kind of iced you out is crawling back. Pile 1 kind of had this vibe, but in some of these cards as well. But for them, it was definitely like romantic, like an ex-lover coming back. For a lot of you guys, this feels like a childhood friend, maybe even a sibling or something like that. And I feel like this person here, they feel like this person had to go through some shit. Like, you know, they had to go through some shit. This person was very envious of you and your destiny, your gifts, etc. And also your intellect. And they also took very personally the advice that you had to offer them. Any assistance that you gave them, all they could see is that it didn't come from them. And they took it as a shot in the past. And what you don't see coming to change is they're finally going to understand where you were coming from. An epiphany. I don't know if this is your child, like I said, or if this is, oh my God, a friend. Okay, stepchild, niece, nephew, whatever. But someone is going to be understanding why you walked away. Okay, their role to play in like the separation of why you disconnected or why you kind of pulled back. They're also going to be understanding what you were trying to teach them or show them. So something that you've been trying to instill in someone, they're finally going to get it. And they're going to be able to appreciate you more. And I feel like this is somebody that you have unconditional love for. And I feel like but you have to set a boundary. It's like, I'm going to have to love you from a distance. The reason I say that is because we have this 10 of Wands next to the 7 of Wands. So we skipped the 8 and we skipped the 9, which is regarding defensiveness and like confrontation and sometimes like hasty decisions. It's like for some of you guys, this could have been someone that you wouldn't have walked away from had they not made you, and it made it to where they gave you no other choice. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And what is coming to, what you aren't seeing, the change that is coming forth in the near future is there's definitely going to be like I said, aha moment. This person may invite you to a celebration. For others of you guys, if it's not an invite to a celebration, this could be an energy of this person may come back around you needing help and assistance, but they're going to be very like hesitant initially, because I feel like they're going to have their tail tucked between their legs, because this is somebody that low-key tried to shit on you. I'm going to be honest with you, to be honest. Like, just somebody, I feel like it's not shit on you, that this person could also been like try to disconnect from you, or like denounce any assistance that you gave them in the past, or kind of like demonize the help you gave them as well. Is what I'm kind of getting. Like, it was like a situation where it was like, damn if you do, damn if you don't, but I'm giving because you need it. Like, I recognize regardless of whether or not, it's like all the other planes for this reading have taken off slow. That one just flew into the sky really quickly. So this is somebody who just wants to grow up really fast. I'm hearing, oh, grown up. It's a rugrat. So for some of you guys, this is somebody that has a really big head. They can be short. But others of you guys, this is somebody that you practically raised or that you've known for so long. I'm hearing, I've been knowing you since you were 10. You cannot hide from your friend. It's somebody that probably tried to hide some of the things that they were going through. Or maybe they're currently learning this lesson and you just don't see it yet, and they're trying to like hide from you like that you were right about something. But I feel like you already know that, and it's less about being right. You know, I don't want to be right, says Pile 3. I didn't want to be right. I wanted you to be right. I just know, you know, patterns, and I know people, and I just want to save you from like some theoretical hurt. But, you know, so I feel like someone here had to experience those things. And I feel like life is going to be life for someone, and they're going to come back around you, you know, barely hanging by a fucking thread. wanting assistance, because I feel like this is somebody that wants to know how do you want it. So this is somebody that wants to know, like, how were you able to overcome these things, because they're not carrying something as well. This person could have tried to duplicate or replicate your energy as well, try to copy you at some point. So if you were doing something for career or a hobby, this person may have tried to do something like that as well. If you like someone, they may have tried to go talk, like, this might have been somebody, like, I'm not even gonna hold you, this might be somebody that tried to like the people that you like, or like the things that you like, or duplicate your energy, and then they don't get the same results, and then they come back and they be upset. Well, this is like somebody, this is your child. You want to separate so much from me, and everything you do is literally a reflection of who I am and what I've instilled in you, but you resent me? How that work? Something like that can be significant, and it's like they're finally gonna have an aha moment. If you guys have been like, damn, me and my kids are at odds, me and my siblings are at odds, or whatever, someone here is gonna, like, and it could be that they go through a pregnancy. You know, for some of you guys, they have to, like, parent, do something. This is my Juno card in this deck. Someone here has to do something by themselves, and they don't have the support that they're thinking they're gonna have. This person can have a baby by a complete nerd, but that person is a bummer. Something about a buster. This person could be, like, really broke. Okay. And they might really like this person. Like, the person they're going to have a child with, some of you guys, like, involved with, like, a family member or a friend, they may end up getting pregnant, or, like, having a, like, fucking around and finding out. Like, there's consequences. And it's, like, things that they can't get rid of. It's not a baby. You know, for a lot of you guys, it is a child that they end up getting carried. Like, someone here, what you don't see coming to change is that someone may have a child. And, or this could have already happened. It's like they're finally, like, the weight of that is, like, they need help. Somebody needs help. And they try to paint it out to be like they just want to be by themselves, that they don't need assistance, but they absolutely do. I'm gonna see if, like, I have to check this card a little bit. I don't know if it's gonna turn or if it's gonna pull up. If it pulls up, I have to, like, come back and finish your reading. But yeah, it's definitely giving that. It's definitely giving someone here who was, like, trying to, this is such in a rush to do things, such in a rush. And I also feel like this is definitely somebody here that, like I said, they gave you a hard time for trying to help them. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check this card. So I'm back, guys. So yeah, and I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is somebody that I feel like you try to tell this person, they just weren't trying to hear that shit. Like, this might have been a friend that ghosted you or something like that. It's like a reconciliation with somebody that's like, wow, I don't think this is somebody, like, no matter whatever they did, it's fucked up as it is. You know that this person here, no matter how much they were projecting, like, that's something, an issue you have with yourself. That's not my shit. This could have been somebody you separated with so that you could pour into yourself, because it's like, the energy I put into you, and you making me regret it. If I pour it into myself, I'll be happier. You understand what I'm saying? So let's see, like, who all is involved with this change that is occurring? Who all is involved with this change that is occurring for Valkyrie? Who? Okay. Somebody is very prideful. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? Somebody that's very prideful. Could be somebody that you had a conflict with in the summer months. Or this person's name could be April, Autumn. Or their name could be something that that translates to flower or fire, or something like that. Or it could be like a season or something like that. So, or their name could be after. It's like this person's name could be a descriptive word. So this person's name could be a place. For instance, like Denver, Virginia, or something like that. Or they could be from like your hometown. Like I feel like this person is somebody that you grew up with. I feel like this is somebody here that also has a history of being, like, used up by men. I'm gonna be completely honest. Whether it's romantic or platonic, okay, whether this person dates men and those men use them up, or this person has friends that take them for granted or use them up and manipulate them and only want them for what they can provide or give. I feel like there's somebody here that may be into dark magic. This might be somebody that's if it's not dark magic, it could be that somebody that's into African spirituality. This person here could be a huge Beyonce fan. Completely separate from what I said. This person here could also be someone that I think that this person, they're very opinionated. That I'm picking up on, like, it's their way, like they only see their perspective. This is likely somebody that is possibly, like, they probably got blocked by celebrities. Like, you know how much of a troll you have to be blocked by somebody that don't even know who you are, and it has, like, you know, like so much shit to do for them to create time in their day to block you is crazy. I feel like that could be significant, you know. Who all is involved with this change that Power 3 doesn't see coming? Okay. Could involve a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But you know what I'm getting for this? You know, this is reminding me of when they said the Lord is my shepherd. And also, this reminded me of the Psalm of David as well. So for a lot of you guys, I feel like it's God. Because I feel like that you were excluded from a lot of people. You just may have been somebody that excluded you from a group. Okay? This person here could also be somebody that's very, like I said, I was picking up somebody that's very short. But I feel like this person here is a little bit confrontational, is what I want to say. This person here is also somebody that, like their plights or they have a chip on their shoulder because they were excluded from things. Maybe they were the sibling that was considered weird or odd. They could have been not considered for a lot of things, or maybe not chosen for stuff because they weren't popular. There's somebody that still remembers, oh, during a dodgeball tournament, I was the last to be picked. This is definitely the type of person that remembers stuff like that. Okay, the person that this is involving. Okay, this person here could also like to eat a lot of collard greens. This person here could also be somebody that is a hoe, not for nothing. Literally, could be a hoe. All right, somebody that's hot in the ass. Because I was getting somebody that likes to fly close to the sun. Somebody here that I feel like if they was to hone in or like be more discerning with their energy, they could accomplish a lot. And I feel like this person here, in the name of being free-spirited, they just like to move around with no sense of principle or moral. And I feel like this person here is a selective sinner as well. Like they possibly condemn others for certain things and cherry pick what sins according to how they want to live are valid and what are not. Confirmation with the fireworks, okay? So when might they start to notice this shift occur? When might they start to notice this shift occur? When? It's gonna happen randomly, like that. Like, and I feel like it's gonna be when you're living life really well, and it's like this person here runs into you, and they're gonna be in a really bad position or really bad shape, and it feels like you bump into this person unsuspected, or they pop up in your life, possibly dumping a lot of shit on your plate, possibly like in a really reckless type of sense, you know. And I feel like this person here might have had a history of hoe. I feel like they've grown out of that hoe phase. But I feel like at some point, like that, like their past still affects them. Like I feel like this person may have been like fast, if I'm being honest, like in their youth. And I feel like it's tied to some other shit they have going in their life, like some abandonment issues and shit like that. But either way, from square river down, I'm describing this person in a way that you would understand. And I feel like when this person come back around you, it's like they were probably. Not that they were hoping that everybody be suffering without them, but it's like it adds insult to injury to see their life moved on. Or it will. Like, that's how the energy of this situation is going to be. Like, this person's going to be like, damn, well, you know, maybe I was the problem type energy of how. Clarify to me, when might they start to notice this shift occur? For what they don't see coming. When might they not start to notice the shift occur? Okay. I told you it could involve an Aries of some sort. Or Taurus. Okay. Someone's going to be watching you from a distance. Like someone's going to be, and it may be that they watch from their main page to let you know that they're watching. They may ask you how you doing or try to shoot the shit or catch up. And it's like being prideful. This person here could be somebody that's blind. They probably like to wear glasses. Maybe they have to wear a patch at some point. This person could have what they call it, strabismus in that eye or something like that. They could have a lazy eye or a wandering eye. Or this could occur when, possibly you abruptly walk away from someone that prioritized something or someone over you. Okay? And it feels like there's a transformation that occurs because I feel like this is somebody that might have been, they might have started acting funny because they were charmed by somebody that meant them no well. Okay? That's a serpent. Alrighty? And I feel like this could be somebody that was acting very rebellious as well. And what's going to happen is that I feel like how the shift is going to occur. It feels like you're going to be exalted and you're going to be in a state. You might even be doing a lot of philanthropy when this person comes back around. Or you might be noticed for something. Or you might be in a leadership position. Or you're going to be living a lot. Like your wildest dreams, being very happy. And people might even be celebrating you or talking about you. Where this person goes, like so-and-so is doing really well. So proud, like X, Y, and Z. Some of you guys are going to have a fan base at the time in which this situation occurs when this person comes back around. For others of you, I'm seeing with the 6 of Wands being present, it feels like the presence will be like it's given. Like I was getting the Psalm of David. I got that earlier. Oh yeah, this is given. Go read it. I'm not even gonna repeat it because I want you guys to go read the text. Even if you already know it, go read it though. And read it slow. Literally, that's what's happening. I see being prepared to you for you in the presence of your enemies. Literally. Literally. And you see how this person here, and this is the thing, I feel like when this person comes back around, this is somebody that tried to weaponize something against you, something that failed. They couldn't maintain this, and you tried to help them. This is somebody that tried to throw in your face and act like you were jealous of some shit that you prayed for them to have. And with your turn, the best revenge is having the opportunity to get back at your enemy and choosing not to. Showing them that you wouldn't behave the way they do under the same circumstances. The best revenge is being greater than your enemy. And for a lot of you guys, I'm hearing, I'm not the one that you should be making your enemy. Some of you guys, this could be a sibling or a sister. Okay, because that is Solange that I was picking up on just now with the Queen of Wands and the Sun card, the Sun in the reverse and the Queen of Wands in upright. How you gonna know is when this change occurs? I feel like you're going to be looking very good. You're going to be very happy. Okay, you're going to be going after everything that's yours. You're going to be feeling very abundant, and everything's going to be going very well. You may even see this person in your dreams. For some of you guys. Yeah, it just feels like you're going to be doing good. It's like you might run into this person, and it's like catching up, and this person is like they're going through it, and you're living life well. That's when you're going to notice the shift is when y'all catch up, and this person ain't been living right. They're not happy. I'm hearing that grass ain't greener on the other side. Ooh-wee. That grass ain't greener, y'all. Okay, so where would they notice the most change in their routine as a result of this change? Okay. I do feel like this person is going to be kind of like trying to keep in touch and kind of like talk to you a lot more. But I think this is somebody that low-key was acting sedity before. This person might have buck teeth or something about their teeth is prominent. Because they're showing me sandy cheeks, okay? But it's almost like the way, like, Sandy has so much shit to focus on as an intelligent being. Shit. It sounds like somebody knocking on the damn door and some damn fireworks. As an intelligent being, and that's the energy. Like, this person's gonna be disrupting your energy. They might like pop up, or they might be really assertive and trying to like thrust themselves into your reality, and something like that. This person may also like be a little bit confrontational as well when you don't respond because they're used to you being available. I don't like that. But I'm also getting energy around this person here. They're gonna be acting as if like now they want things to be like, I don't know, like y'all so close. I feel like you wanted that at some point. You might be overwhelmed. Like, I have so much I gotta focus on, or so much on my plate. Like, I want to help or whatever, but I just can't really like go out, like out, you know. But this person may come back around acting entitled to certain shit, entitled to certain energy. You know. The Knight of Wands to me makes me feel like the change in your routine is that this person here, something about home training or being trained, like somebody having to be re-raised all in entirety. Or it's like, did you learn nothing? Did you remember nothing? Were you not paying attention when I was around you? It can also be like somebody comes around and they literally like, what I want to say is like they kind of just, like they trauma dump. It's a lot. It's overwhelming. What is this? Yeah, it's instant. Somebody might be freshly homeless because she looked like she just got on anything. This person might be going through a lot, and how it's just like this person here might need immediate help or immediate assistance. And you might be in a position where you can do it, but it's like you don't even get a chance to like really think about how this person treated you or whatever. And it's really gonna be sad because it's like you did all of that and now you need me. You did all of that. I was public enemy #1, and now who can you relate to? And it's not funny, but it's giving that though. It's giving that, you know. Why is this change occurring for Copper? 5 of Swords. Someone had you doubting your worth or your value, and I also feel like you were like sent and orchestrated by, like God sent you to help somebody, and they didn't just offend you, they offended the Most High. You see the sky? You see that? Yeah, it's deeper than just you. And I feel like this is something like why this is occurring. I feel like that someone could have watched you suffer when they were in a position, like when you were helping this person, God could have blessed this person, and they were supposed to return a favor. They did not. They got selfish. They made you feel alone, and I feel like you sacrificed a lot for this individual, and they left you hanging. Why is this change occurring for Copper? Yep, because you deserve it. It's like for validation and reassurance as well. And also, I think this is somebody, like I said, you still love this person and you want this person in your life. And it's like you've learned to love this person from a distance. But I think while this change is occurring, is when we talk about the Ten of Cups, we talk about idealization. And I feel like for somebody, reality set in, okay? Shit takes work. And I feel like for some of you guys, like, something expires, you know? Somebody here, if they put a relationship above you with somebody, that's a reoccurring thing for like this entire pick a card spread. It's like people choosing other opportunities over somebody else and how different people carry it. It just feels like for some of you guys, like the gig is up. The idealistic phase is over and it's like it's distance. Like someone here is like, they might be in a relationship, but they're not happy in it, is what I want to say. They're not happy. And some of you guys, they have a kid with somebody and then it ends up falling through. And there's their son again. Some of you guys, they have a little boy. Or they will have a little boy or a son with this person. If this person already has children that they struggle to take care of, or they already have responsibilities they struggle with, it's like, it's at an insult to injury. You know? But for a lot of you guys, it just feels like whatever they chose over you, it's like it disconnected from there. They lost interest. And I feel like they lost interest for it as well. Like it just kind of got old and it expired because it was superficial. Most of it was just to get a reaction out of you anyway. A lot of their happiness was just performances to get a reaction out of you. So now that you don't give a fuck or you're not there to kind of taunt with whatever this relationship was that they was dangling over your head, it's like the cracks in the connection begin to show. Okay. I also feel like why this is happening, I feel like you asked God for some sort of closure, or you've been possibly praying on this person's behalf, praying for like a reconciliation or conversation, or praying for it not to be like, hey, I know this person fucked up. You've been praying for God to show mercy and grace in this person's life. The way God is going to go about it is just, like I said, this person's going to need you. You understand what I'm saying? The scales must be balanced. Let's see. How is this change going to manifest for Valkyrie? Nine of Pentacles. You're going to be looking very good. And this person's going to need you. Not just like need you like for emotional support, but for financial validation as well. They're going to be asking for favors. They're going to be needing help. Nine of Cups. You're going to be blessed and highly favored. And you're going to be like, sure, I have that to offer or give or whatever. And whatever it is, this person might be like, this is a lot to ask for, I know. But it's not, it's nothing. Literally, like, you can give this person, you can give and give and give to this person and really won't stress, you know? And I feel like in the past, you were giving till you didn't have it. Okay, whether it was emotional or like financial, material, whatever. It just feel like that you were giving a lot and receiving nothing in return. And I feel like now you were at the point to where you have so many other people that are pouring into you. And then you pour into yourself and you don't no longer take on the projection of this person. And they've been away from you so long, you're doing so much better. Like you do better without somebody around you. Is what I want to say. And I feel like how this is going to unfold. Somebody, or this is like this person realizing like I did better when I was around so-and-so. When I left so-and-so alone and I went over here, shit just fell through. And how this is going to manifest is it just feels like that for a lot of you guys, like, you're going to get your dream life. You're going to get your dream person. You're going to get your dream job. And you're going to be happy and fulfilled. And you're going to be sitting on a blessing. Some of you guys are going to be like, when this person come back around, like you might be planning a family or planning things. Some of you guys sitting on secret. You might be inviting this person to like a celebration. They might come because they kind of looking for a reason to reconcile or whatever. Like let's just say you get married or you get pregnant, you have a baby shower or whatever. You invite this person. They might come. And it just feels like you're living better than they are. For some of you guys, this is going to unfold in a sense to where, end of a painful cycle. Some of you guys, it's like while things are going up for you, it's going downhill by somebody else. Somebody's name could be Key, okay? Or Queen, or Princess. Okay, take over his name and leave the rest. How is this going to manifest for Valkyrie? This change, how is it going to manifest for Valkyrie? I told you somebody's not going to be living too good. Somebody's going to be money deprived. And they're going to come back around. And you're going to be like, so you came up here just because you wanted some money or whatever. They really do need it, though. They really do need it. And you're going to be like, well, here, I'll give it to you. But, you know. Oh. Yeah. And that's going to be, and you being nice to them is going to eat them up more than anything. And I feel like that this might be somebody that, like I said, like, they aged you. And I feel like when next time you see this person, they are going to look significantly older. And for a lot of you guys, you're going to be happy. You're going to be older the next time this change happens. And when it's happening, you're going to mature. You're going to forgive this person because you're going to be like, well, I have my own family now. I have everything that I could have ever desired. You're going to be an Empress energy. I'm finna have my own family. I'm in my own relationship. You know, all things considered, you know, I'm glad that things happened the way it did between me and you, because I would never put in the work necessary to focus on myself and get here. Like, that's where you're going to be at mentally. And it feels like you forgive this person, you know. You forgive them. World cycles coming to an end with the World card with 3 plus and Page of Swords. But it's like, this person here is like, y'all might start back talking, but I think that you're going to be very, how do I say this, with the Page of Swords, I feel like this is an energy trying to communicate with you under pretense if anything is repeated, I'm okay with it. And also, like, I take things with a grain of salt. You know, because I do feel like there's somebody at some point that tried to bully you or tried to get other people to make your life difficult to a certain degree. Put it that way. Some of you guys are like, I can't nobody bully me. All right, Bookie Butt. Let's see. Let's get you a scripture. Your reading was pretty quick, too. So, Spirit Living God, Christ. Like I told the other crowd, we know damn well Christ was not no white man that looked like this. But we just going to proceed, okay? Okay. This. The King of Nazareth. It look different. So that's just that. Let's just dive straight into the Spirit Living God, Christ. I ask you to assist me to channel these messages. Let the messages be clear to come up with this path. Can they have a scripture for the season that is ahead? Okay. The Comforter, which is the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, he shall teach you all things. John chapter 14, verse 26. So just ask God to give your heart eyes during this time, and ask God to mind your tongue and order your footsteps according to his plan for you, so that you may not be led by ego. Okay. It also says, all things whatsoever you shall ask in prayer, believe, and you shall receive. For a lot of you guys, you ask God to give this person grace. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do type of prayer, okay? And it's working. So with that being said, this will be your reading. I love you guys to the moon and back, and of course around the whole. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.